Area is the number of square units needed to cover a surface, and that's found by multiplying the length times the width. Perimeter is the sum of the length of all the sides of a polygon, and we find that by adding all sides. So let's find the perimeter and area of some of these shapes. The first one is a rectangle, and I need to count how many units there are on each side so I can find its perimeter. So I'm going to start in this corner, and I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 units. So I have 9 on this side. Well, since it is a rectangle, I know that the opposite side is also going to be 9. Now let's count the top. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 going across the top. And again, since it is a rectangle, I know that the bottom is going to be 6. Now, to find the perimeter, I'm going to add all of the sides. Well, I have 9 and 9, that's 18. And then I have 6 and 6, that's 12. And 18 and 12 would be 30. And now I need to find the area. In order to calculate area, I need to multiply the length times the width. So let me write that over here as a reminder. Area equals length times width. So my length is 6, the width is 9, and 6 times 9 would be 54. And I'm going to write square units, because there are little squares. Now I could count all the little squares within this rectangle, but that would be very time consuming. But if I did, I would count 54 of the little squares. Let's go to the one right beside that. I need to find the perimeter, which means I'm going to add up all the sides. I'm going to start here in the corner, and I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this side is going to be 5. Let's go to the top, and I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is going to have a 6. Coming down, I have 1, 2. So I need a 2 there. And then I have a 1, 2, 3. Now sometimes the shapes get a little close, so I don't want my numbers to get too messed up, so that's going to be a 3. And here I'm going to have a 1, 2, 3. And then across the bottom, I'm going to have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So to find my perimeter, I add all my sides together. I have 5 and 6 is 11, 2 more is 13, and 3 is 16, and 3 more is 19, and then 9 more is 28. So my perimeter is 28. Now, this one gets a little odd because I have an unusual shape. So what would happen if I decided to draw an imaginary line right down through here and make that 2 separate shapes, quadrilaterals, and then put them back together? If I were to do that, then I want to look at this larger one first. To find area, I'm reminded that area is the length times the width. And I can't take the 9 because the 9 was the whole length from here to here. and I only need this portion. So I'm going to take the area of this one and get 6 times 5, and that would be 30. So I have my 30. I'm going to put that over here so I don't forget it. And now I need to go to this little square right here. Well, this was 3, and this was 3. So my formula of area is length times width. I would have 3 times 3, which is 9. And I would put those back together and get 39. So the area of this one is 39. Can we see that the perimeter and the area in both of these cases so far give me two totally different numbers? Alright, my next shape. Let's start right here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I went directly across, then this side is going to be a 4. And let's say that I want to do the top. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to have a 3 here, which means I'm going to have a 3 here. But now let's not forget about those other sides. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, which means I have a 3 down here. And I have a 3 over here and a 3 over here. And then I have these little pieces right here, a 1 and a 2, and a 1 and a 2. So let's put 2's there, and a bitty 2. And then I have a 2 down here, and a 2 over here. So now I need to add all of these sides together. Let's see how many 4's I have. I have 1 4, and there's a 4. So 2 4's would be an 8. And how many 3's do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 3's, and 6 times 3 is 18. And then let's see how many 2's do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4 2's, and 4 times 2 is 8. So for my perimeter, I'm adding all my sides together. I need to add. I get 8, and 8 is 16, and 8 more is 24. And carry the 2, and 2 and 1 is 3. So my perimeter is 34. Now, this one is a little unusual because I want to get some rectangles, some quadrilaterals, so I can find the length times the width. So let's see if we can maybe cut this into some pieces. Let's say I draw a line here, and I draw a line here. So let's find the area of each of those rectangles. Well, in this one, my width would be 3, and my length would be 4, and 3 times 4 is 12. So let's put that over here. I have 12 so far. And if I had 12 over here, then I'm going to have 12 right here, 3 times 4. So that would give me another 12. Now, this one in the middle. Well, I know that my width is 3. I have 2 here and 2 here, but what did I have right here? Oh, well, that was 4 because this would be the opposite side of this piece. So I have 4 right here. So I have 2, then 4 more is 6, and 2 more is 8. So I have 8 times 3. And 8 times 3 is 24. So now I need to put all of these back together, the area of each of these. So I'm adding these 3 because it's the area of this one, and this one, and this one. So I'm going to put that puzzle back together, and I'm going to get 4 and 2 and 2 is 8, and 2 and 1 is 4. So my area is 48 square units. Now moving over to this shape, I need to first find the area. The perimeter. I need 1, 2, 3. And if that's 3, then this is 3. And then I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is 4. And then I'm going to measure this angle here, this slanted side. I have 1, 2, 3. And this side is 3. And then I'm going to have 1, 2, 3 right there. And 3 over here. And let's not forget about this one little side here, a 1 here, and a 1 here. Can't leave those out. Alright, so now I need to find the perimeter by adding all my sides together. Well, let's see how many 3's I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3's. 6 times 3 is 18. And how many 4's do I have? 2 4's, so that's 8. And then 2 1's would make 2. So my perimeter is 16, 17, 18. Carry the 1. 1 and 1 is 2. So the perimeter would be 28. Now again, this one's a little unusual in the shape. Let's see if I can find a rectangle in there. I see one. What if I draw an imaginary line down here and an imaginary line down here? Well, I see that I have my width is 3 and my length was the 4, 5, 6, and the 7, and then the 8. So 8 times 3 is 24. Now, here's the unusual part. Because I have a triangle. But I also have a triangle over here. What if I took this triangle and flipped it and put it right there? I think I could do that, couldn't I? Take that triangle, turn it over, and place it right there. And if I had a triangle there and this triangle, I would have a perfect square. And in that case, the width would be 3 and the length would be 3. And 3 times 3 is 9. And so if I put that together, I would get 33. So the area of this shape would be 33 square units. Now we're going to find the perimeter and area of these two shapes. Remember, perimeter, add all sides, area, length times width. On this first rectangle, I have 6 and 6, which is 12, and 3 and 3, which is 6, and that gives me a perimeter of 18 yards. The area, multiply the length times the width. 6 times 3 is 18. So I have 18 yards. But here I say square because I'm talking about the square units inside the shape. On my next rectangle, I have 3 on the left side. So I have 3 meters on the right and 7 on the bottom. So I have 7 on the top. 7 and 7 is 14. 3 and 3 is 6. Add those all together because we add all sides, and I get 20 meters. My area, length times width, 7 times 3 is 21. 21 meters squared.